No Standing 8 Boxer Podcast. We discuss every organization and weight class with your host, Bronx Bomber, educated with the craft. Punch a topic hard like heavyweights, hitting the bag from the top rank to the upcoming. Washed up to the dark horse, champs, #1 contenders. Quick jab or sharp cross, we your source. Come get it. Tuning in, you can have it. Internationally known, our information is valid. See, we on a higher plane, no two episodes the same. We get better as we train, so on top we remain. Come join the conversation, it's insight you'll gain. In and outside of the rain, we do the damn thing.
Hi, fight fans. Welcome to the edition of No Standing 8 Boxer Talk. I am your host, the Bronx Bomber. Today we're going to do a recap on the top-ranked card last night, the Berlanga versus Steve Rose card at the Hulu Theater. Sold-out crowd. And before we get to Berlanga or Rose, we're going to talk about the card. I think, all in all, it was a good card. And the prelims, if you missed the prelims, man, you missed something special. They were fire. I believe that all the prelims ended in a knockout or a stoppage. And man, Armani Almastica, I think the Puerto Rican kid, won his 5th fight by knockout. So he's 5-0, 5 KOs. And man, he looks sharp, man. Keep an eye out for him. I liked what I saw. I like the slickness, the movements. Got some things he got to work on, but for the most part, very entertaining. And if he keeps doing what he's doing and progressing the way he's progressing, he's going to be a force to reckon with. And then Bruce Carrington, what a performance. Wow. What a beautiful display of boxing skill. Just the whole package. And then when he, just everything. Watch that fight from the beginning to end. Started off with one game plan. When that wasn't working to take out his opponent, he switched it up, went to the body, and finally that's what got him. And it ended up with a potential knockout of the year candidate in Bruce Carrington against Andujar. So go ahead and check that fight out. You won't be disappointed, and I am excited to see what this kid brings in the future. And then Jahai Tucker, decent performance, not bad. Everything that the commentators highlighted, I agree with, that he has to work on. Hands being low, getting wide. At one point in the fight, he toyed around a little bit, and he paid for it, but he was able to recover and get out of there. And, he has a tendency of joking around and clowning around. But if he could tighten those things up, I still believe that he is a contender to contend for a world title. I said it when I first saw him in the Lomachenko undercard against Teofimo Lopez. This is what I had to say about him. Check this recap.
Right into this. Jahai Tucker, like what I see from the kid. I think he has a bright future. Only time will tell, but I think he has the goods. I like him.
So yeah, if he could, work on those things. I think he also has some problems in his corner. Too many voices. I said it here while I was watching the fight, even before Andre Ward. Anybody else said it. So either his father's going to coach or the other guy's going to coach. I'm a firm believer when I used to work corners that there's only one voice. And that's whoever the head trainer is or whoever that person is going to be, that's the person that should be talking. Okay, we saw that both in his corner and in Berlanga's corner, which I'll get to later. All right, then we move on to the main event. Okay, and yeah, I mean, it was the only highlight that I want to talk about in the main event. The only person that did anything in the main event was, again, Xander Zayas. And I saw it from day one. I think I could pull up that clip when I said that I like this kid, and it was easy. Like Nas said, it ain't hard to tell. Okay, it was easy to see that he is going to be a superstar in the sport, and the way they're developing him in Top Rank, look, they're just doing everything right. So, great win, and kudos to his opponent, who had a tough chin because he was getting hit with some clean, solid shots. You saw some angles from Zayas, and you saw the speed, the way he puts punches together, sharp accuracy. If only little critique I have is when Xander is the firepower. Sometimes when he sees his opponent hurt, he doesn't go for the full kill right away. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just the way he's being coached. Patience. If the knockout comes, it comes. If it doesn't, winning was important. So, but winning in the fashion that he's winning, with slick boxing entertainment and put it on boxing clinics, I'm okay with it. So not everything has to be a knockout. Like the next cat we're gonna talk about. So Edgar Berlanga, my God, listen. When I saw him too on the Teofimo Lomachenko undercard, okay, I had this to say. Check this out.
Berlanga. Okay. 15-0, 15 KOs. Y'all crown him if you want to. I'm not. Haven't seen enough. Stop the comparisons to Tyson. Stop it, Mike Tyson. Stop it. Okay, we saw what Mike Tyson brought to the table in those first round knockouts on his way to those 15-0 15 KOs. We saw that. We saw the speed, the explosiveness, the peekaboo style from Customato. We don't see that in Berlanga. We don't see nothing other than he could thump. Okay, one day somebody's going to stand in front of him and is going to be able to take that punch, and then what? I haven't seen any speed from you. I haven't seen nothing, man, not yet. So they put him in there with somebody that could take a punch, not stand in front of him to take a punch, maybe move their head a little bit, and fire back. I ain't crowning nothing yet.
All right, now listen, I'm not Nostradamus, and I'm not, I don't have a crystal ball. That's to my colleague Abe. All right, but it was, again, I like to quote hip hop songs, lyrics and verses, man. It ain't hard to tell. And it wasn't hard to tell that Berlanga wasn't going to be able to, he didn't have the necessary tools to continue to captivate, continue to wanted that type of success he had with the knockout, because that's what he's constantly looking for. And I think the guys on the commentary team said it best yesterday. He's addicted to a certain type of, response from the crowd, and that only those knockouts brought, and that's what he's constantly looking for. Now, can he box? Does he have skill? Probably. I mean, I don't think you get to a certain level without having those things, but this just not being displayed on fight night, especially with, once he started, exactly what I said, when somebody was able to take his punch, stand in front of him and move, he's not making those adjustments. He's okay. So you're working on them in the gym, fine, but you got to be able to apply them in a fight. And then he said in the supposed fight interview, I guess everybody's just going to run from me. All right. I guess, we trained for one guy, and then when he got here, he ran. All right. But that's what the special elite fighters do. They make those adjustments in the fight. If he was running, all right, then you had to figure out a way to cut off the ring. And Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley both said exactly what this cat needed to do, and I agreed. All right, if he established his jab, Andre Ward said it from the cut. All right, if he established that jab, and found a way to slow down Steve Rose, cut the ring off, and establish the power off of the jab, he would have been successful. But all night he was looking for that one power punch. It wasn't that Steve Rose they prepared for one fighter, and then another fighter showed up to the ring. That may be a factor, but it wasn't the only factor. So moving forward, I don't know what's going to happen with him. He needs maybe a serious corner change, maybe to bring in. But I mean, he brought in Mickey Behay and other fighters into his camp supposedly, and it did not manifest itself that night. But I called it. I did not see the skills like in my last video. All these power punchers, all the greats, you saw what was going to make them great other than the knockouts. You saw the skills, you saw the foundation, you saw the speed, the explosiveness, the footwork, all of those things. All right. I didn't see that in Berlanga that early on, and I still don't see it. And I'm not optimistic that he'll make the necessary changes for him to become a world champion. I think every other top 10 in his weight division would just absolutely demolish him. All right, he's not ready for those top tier guys. All right, well, there goes my take. I'll let y'all guys go. Have a beautiful week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, my videos, share them, and till the next time, until the next fight, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.